Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I actually sat here for like 3 minutes and didn't press the go button, thinking I already did. So we're obviously going to drink a little coffee today. I might even actually have to get up there and get myself some new coffee. How the fuck is everybody doing today? Just going to wait for a few people to get on, and then we are going to go over some crazy shit of what actual beauty standards are being effed. Because I think that this time we actually have a discussion about some of this shit. I think it's time we actually have a discussion about what beauty standards and health standards are. Because that's the thing. You know what? I'm going to wait till some people get on. We're going to wait till a few more people pop on. Hope everybody's having a great day. As always, in the pinned comment above on YouTube and right here is the live coaching special and a 30-minute consultation. A 30-minute consultation comes with a month of our app also, where you can do live and pre-recorded yoga, HIIT style training classes. My wife even takes walks with people during the day. You can ask us questions directly via Messenger on the app. And we will talk 30 minutes at whatever time we can find to talk to. You'll get a scheduling link, and we will set up a time to talk and discuss anything you would like to talk about. I like to keep it health, but other people have just gotten them before just to talk about fitness and YouTube and all sorts of shit. But here is the links for those. Good morning. I'm loving it. I'm loving to get my day started. How the fuck you doing? The Shrinking Violet. Yeah, I'm going to try to keep shifting the times up as much as possible. Next week, I might do an evening one. I've got to do this, by the way. So it has to happen. So there we go. And that made it worse. There we go. Casey, how the fuck you doing, man? Hope everything's good with you. Hope everything's good with you. 24 people. We're going to start getting going. Janet, unrelated, but isn't it disappointing that healthcare workers are betrayed by the top court yet? You know, here's my thing. Speaking as somebody that worked in healthcare for a long time, I think I'm going to talk about this. I'm trying to keep this just very health related, but this is a health related topic, okay? So we can talk about it. The number of beds available and the care a person receives is, and I just want to make sure I'm speaking loudly and clearly for everybody so they can understand this. The number of beds available and the care that they receive is based off of staffing. Staffing levels are very, very, very hard. They were hard to do 6 years ago when I was an executive in healthcare. Constantly, and I mean constantly, we were having to not take admissions places because we were already short-staffed and we could not staff the number of beds we have. That's why when you terminate employees for whatever reason in healthcare, it affects care. As it is already, many healthcare facilities, and this is something that's just very true. People don't need to admit this or not, and people don't need to accept this or not. But many, many, many healthcare facilities count like the fucking servers that are in their dining area as care individuals, you know, because they have to meet certain staffing minimums. And it is very, 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 very dangerous, the road we're going down. The healthcare system in general, and I've said this for a long time, you can check my old videos, the healthcare system in general is horrible. It's one of the reasons why I left. It is about money. That is all it is. You can go to any long-term care facility in the country, every morning, Monday through Friday, just about, they have an upper staff meeting. They have the marketing person, they have the director of nursing, they have the administrator. If it's a CCRC, they'll have the assisted living executive director. They'll have all these people. They all gather in a room. The food service director, the lead dietitian. They'll have the person that does the billing and everything like that. And one of the first things they discuss is ins and outs, is census, the community census. And inadvertently, you will hear them say, if the X amount of people died, because it is a long-term care, and that is what happens. The people that are elderly and sickly are the people that have always done the dying. That is not a new thing that started happening in 2020. But one of the things that will happen is that somebody will say whether they died before or after midnight, especially, and this is no shit, especially if the person is top-level care, meaning they are at the highest level of care, highest level of charge, in other words, which is most people that are about to die, by the way. Most people that are about to die need constant care, so they get charged, their account gets charged more because they need more care. Or if they're receiving government funds especially Medicare, because Medicare can have anywhere from Medicare can have anything from a rug rate, which is a daily rate, like up to $500 or $600 especially if the person's getting any kind of therapy, any kind of speech therapy or occupational therapy or physical therapy. So it could be very expensive, and the administrator and who is being held to a very serious standard will want to know whether they're going to charge. It's a big thing because they're being held to a very serious standard of census percentage of licensed beds. And that's why, that's just a real thing. Like anybody, and Teresa's even saying, and ins and outs are a thing discussed in our daily meetings. Of course they are. They are discussed at every long-term care meeting and just about every hospital I've ever been to also. And they will ask if it's before or after midnight, because if it's after midnight, if it's on to the next day, they get the charge for that day. And that's just true. If people don't realize this, that it's about money, it's an issue. So they try to staff as little as possible because they are businesses. And that is also just very fucking true. And to, in some way, make it harder to staff these buildings is crazy. I find it just amazing that a few things aren't being taken into account, like the person's possible antibodies. Like these people have been exposed to, even before the vid, they were exposed to all sorts of things that would likely give them some sort of T-cell immunity, which is a real thing also that we're not discussing. But that is just the healthcare side of me. We are going to talk about some healthcare stuff here today also, but we are going to talk about which beauty standards actually need to be effed. I'm going to say hi to everybody, though. Hey, what's up? Jim Cruz, EDDF Live. EDDF is not me, but thank you very much. EDDF is a business we own, but I appreciate it. That's one of the reasons why I changed the name, just to be real. But thank you very much, Jim. JM, I'm calling you Jim. I don't know if that's your fucking name. It's JM. I'm just coffee deficient so far. So, and by the way, this is my first sip of coffee that you've seen me have today. So this is, just for those of you that were wondering, literally how I am all the time. This is how I even wake up. So everybody feel bad for my wife. Because sometimes I'm a lot to take, even for me. Anyway, made it to a live. Do I confess to my gym buddy? I cheated on her and snuck out to the gym last night on our rest day. I would. It could be motivating. Hi from Sweden. Hey, how are you doing? You guys handled it right. And finally cut alive. What's up, Kira? How the hell are you doing? That is true. I'm a nurse. They staff as little as possible. Overwork us to death. It's such an unhealthy fucking profession too. Doctors and nurses are it's just immensely unhealthy. It's so fucking bad. It's so bad. But putting us in dangerous situations. In physical rehabs, they give us 30 plus patients at a time. Yep. I tell you, the people that's really dangerous for is the people that are in frontal lobe dementia units. Dementia units are pretty scary, right? Just because it's like if you really want to see why you should take care of yourself, go visit an Alzheimer's ward. Go visit an Alzheimer's ward. It is not. I have a living will because of that. If I ever get dementia, I'm not doing that to my family. It's so bad. But frontal lobe dementia patients, people with frontal lobe injury or frontal lobe illness, where they have some sort of degeneration in the brain, the frontal lobe of their brain, can be very violent. It can be very dangerous. Like, you're not supposed to go in those places by yourself. You're never supposed to be by yourself, and that is, they're scary. And then to be short-staffed in a frontal lobe dementia unit is I would argue is straight up dangerous. It is straight up a danger to people. Wim Hof push-ups are better to start the day off with than coffee. Whatever. Alvaro, that shit made in Australia here. It's awful. The nursing staff are struggling big time, and they will continue to. What do you mean a living will? I have a written document that's like a will. If I am no longer capable of cognitive thought, for what would be a permanent period of time. Say I have mental degeneration to the point where I'm not going to remember my family. I am to not receive, only receive comfort care. So if I were to all of a sudden, I basically I don't want to burden my family. If I don't know, if I can't remember, if I, like, and this is like hurts me to even say it, but if for some reason something would happen to me where I couldn't even remember my wife's name, I don't want to be here. Like, that's not fair to her. It's not fair to anybody. Anyway, you're not going to get me choked up this early in the morning. Both uncles and 3 aunts on my mom's side got Alzheimer's or Parkinson's, and they're scary to deal with. Low staff. It's very scary, and I'm very sorry about your plunder. So plunder about your situation. Sorry, ADHD. I don't know why I said plunder. Anyway, today we are talking about what beauty standards need to be effed. So if we go to, we're just going to go to this one first. So people understand that the F Your Beauty Standards movement is a movement pretty much created by Tess Holliday, and whoop, there we go. I needed to pop that off. Boom. All right. In this article is just one of many, okay? This is from 2021. I was actually surprised that they're starting to admit this, but makeup may contain potentially toxic chemicals called PFAs. Now, before I get to this, I just wanted to preface this really quickly. I don't get it, okay? Like, the beauty standards set, like, we literally have an entire movement of people that are saying, fuck your beauty standards. This, I'm pretty. I say I'm pretty, blah, blah, blah. When in fact, these same people are living by every classical means of every beauty standard there is. It is ridiculous to me. So the only standards that are being kept are all the very unhealthy ones, such as, and Rebecca has it, dyeing your hair, makeup, creams, lotions, putting toxic chemicals on your nails, those sorts of things. And Kiara Sanders, thigh gaps. I got to be real. Thigh gaps are a beauty standard that, from what I know, men did not put on women. Women put on women, because I got to be real. I don't know guys that like women that thin. I mean, I'm sure there are, because there are guys that like big women too, but I just don't see it. I mean, I don't understand why we are having and Botox is a literal toxin. That's it exactly. Like, we have a bunch of people that are talking about F your beauty standards right now that are propagating every normal classic beauty standard. The only standard that they're trying to say F to is, in fact, oh, I know. I hear you. I absolutely hear you. The only standard that people are actually trying to F are health standards, activity, nutrition, weight, and things like that. I get that it's a thing. I'm going to argue that we are at a place in society where fuck all the beauty standards. And this is a real deal. And if when Crystal is on, Crystal's probably going to join me on some of these at some point in time. You motherfuckers can ask her. I ask her not to wear makeup as much as humanly possible. She's worked really hard to let her hair grow into like its natural color and stuff like that. Like, this aversion that we have in society to have women like not show their age at all. Like, it's gotten even worse. Like, Crystal and I were talking about it last night, because just to be real, everybody needs to understand, like, most of what I say comes through the filter. I filter through her genius, because she truly is. But the crazy thing is, like, now, even if you look at social media, it is not just makeup and hair being done and lipstick and eyebrows and all like that. It is lip filler, Botox, eyebrows, and eyelashes. The putting of the eyelashes on, like, what the fuck? I mean, that shit's crazy, But the and then you add it on social media, you add on the filters and things like that of that nature. Like, so these people don't even look like themselves. Like they themselves are not even a representative of their own personal beauty. That's an issue. I mean, that truly is. In no way does that make things about health. And I understand that what people are saying, like they find that beautiful, but it's a classic beauty standard. Like we literally have all of these filters to try to make a person more beautiful. There's filters to smooth out a person's skin and hide wrinkles, and that is on top of when it already looks like women put on makeup to the point where to hide every single wrinkle. Like, and it's very strange that we do like what we do in society. Like, I know, like I know lots of guys, like lots of dudes who don't want their wives to wear makeup. Like I most prefer, like I think my wife is the most beautiful when she first wakes up in the morning, no makeup on, no nothing like that, because and somebody said I didn't get into makeup until my late 40s. I do it because it's fun, yeah, but it's toxic. Like that's the thing. Like it is absolutely toxic. Now, don't get me wrong. I can understand the desire to to hide it. I get the desire to, but it is just so openly propagated by society and the people that are quote unquote popular that I think it's just such an oxymoron and very extremely just massively hypocritical of the fat acceptance community, the body positive, and especially the body positivity. The body positivity community, somebody will claim body positive, sit in front of a camera and literally do their makeup. Like it's so fucking crazy. I don't even understand. In fact, I'm going to look one of those up. That's actually something I think would be interesting. So body positivity, body positive makeup. Give me a second. There's body positive makeup tutorials. I mean, it's fucking crazy. So let's see here. Okay, so this is from 5 months ago. This is kind of sad. This is kind of sad. This person, you know what? I'm not going to do this. I'm actually, I'm rethinking. I'm going to go over the articles. I'm not going to pull up people's content for this because, to be real, I think that is very, like, I'm looking at this person's thing, and don't get me wrong, do you, okay? Because I see stuff saying to people like I do it because it's fun. I totally understand that. I get it. I truly do. It's the same thing like people. I have tattoos, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? It's not like that. It's not like having needles stuck in you. Like this is because I like it. Do I know that there's possible like infection, possible this, possible that? I do. I'm just thinking the wearing constantly for decades upon decades upon decades of toxic chemicals on a person's face, plus having toxic chemicals put on a person's hair to dye it a different color, all for appearance. Those are the standards we should be effing. And things that keep people healthy are the things we should be keeping. It just goes to show how crazy, unhealthy, especially that particular movement, the F Your Beauty Standards movement is. Once again, we're going to go to this article. And this article is from the folks over at CNN Health. It's so funny to say CNN and health in the same fucking sentence. It's just, I find that's very funny. It really is. It's just funny. Let me see if I can blow this up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so CNN Health. Makeup may contain potentially toxic chemicals called PFAS, or FAS, study finds. This was introduced, by the way, I don't believe this passed. So, but it says 52% of 231 makeup products purchased in the United States and Canada. Some of the highest levels were found in foundations and waterproof mascaras and long-lasting lipsticks, according to the study published. In addition, the study found some 88% of tested products failed to disclose on their labels any ingredients that would explain those chemical makers. even though that is required of the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. It's a little shocking and hopefully a wake-up call for the cosmetic industry in terms of how widespread this contamination is across types of makeup products. The most common is, I can't pronounce that name, but it's this right here. Polytetrafluoroethylene. I talk too fast in my brain to do it. The ingredient most commonly known as Teflon. Sorry, Tyrone flashback. Or the coating on pans, but all nice, good job there, editors. ALLL, right on CNN. We have identified 13 different PFAs, chemicals, and more than 600 products from 80 brands. That's fucking crazy. That is fucking crazy. It's just I can't even believe this is a fucking thing. Americans should be able to trust the products that they are applying on their faces. They should be able to trust the products that they're fucking injecting into them too. But anyway, let's do the new study. The chemical fluorine, which is different from an inorganic fluorine added to drinks, to identify the products. We found fluorine as a surrogate of the PFAs, was in all sorts of cosmetics. We didn't expect almost every cosmetic to light up like it did. Why not? I just don't understand. Why not? These people do not care about their fucking customers. That's a danger because PFAs are more readily available. They can be absorbed through thin, delicate mucous members around the lips and the eyes. Moreover, these products are tested positive for high levels of fluorine, are often used close to and around the eyes and lips. Shit on the lips. But are they? Fuck what they are. What to do? Look at this shit. So they say that retailers are taking action, which is great. But I still don't fucking trust that shit at all. Give me a second. We're going to hair dye. Hair dye toxicity. Hair dye toxicity, a review from a PubMed article. Oh, it doesn't even have an article. So, how about carcinogenicity of hair dye components? The available animal carcinogen data on hair dye components was reviewed. From this review, it became clear that certain hair dye components, some of which are still in hair dye formulations now on the market, are animal carcinogens. The compounds the compounds of concern that are still used are 3-amino-4-methylene, 2-nitro-4-aminoline, and 3-nitro-4-hydroxylene. Certain azo dyes formerly used and relative compounds still used contain benzidine, moiety. I guess that's moiety. I don't know. I'm guessing. Two of these compounds, direct blue and direct black 38, have been shown to metabolize in animals to the human carcinogen benzene. Furthermore, further skin absorption studies carried out with radio-labeled hair dye components applied to animals and human skin have conclusively shown that these compounds are systemically absorbed and excreted. That's fucking scary shit. That's scary fucking shit. I just don't like. Why do we do this to women? Hair dye poisoning. It's a real fucking thing. Hair dye poisoning occurs when someone swallows dye. Okay, fucking. Well, if you can't swallow it, I mean, what the fuck? Hair dye poisoning in the developing world. How toxic is your hair dye? I mean, these are things that aren't discussed by all these women. And then we can go to the ridiculous shit of F your beauty standards. With injection. F your beauty standards applies only to the body. Look at that. There. So, the creator of the hashtag F your beauty standards actually adheres to numerous beauty standards, and her followers consistently praise her for sticking to those beauty standards. This is true. I'm in complete agreement with this. How is this possible? The same woman who condemns the beauty standards, the standards of slender body. I'll tell you how. It's because it's not about bodies. It's absolutely not about anything besides these people trying to make themselves feel good about themselves, especially the inventor of it, Tess Holliday. If people cannot understand that this is a grift, I mean, if you like, I challenge all of you. I challenge all of you, by the way. And this is no shit. I'm actually going to stop sharing. And we're gonna go to questions and talk and shit like that. It's Friday. I think I've proven my point with this. Like, all you got to do is do a little fucking research. That's all you need to fucking do is start doing a little fucking research based around all this shit. Because I got to be real. To me, this is a no brainer. To me, we are not helping people. To me, this in no way, in no fucking how does this actually help anybody. I mean, like, how have we gotten here to the point where women and this? I mean, how am I the one speaking up for women? Like that? Like that's fucking insanity. But people get at me all the time. They fucking are pissed all the fucking time, saying I'm mean to women and everything like that. What the fuck? I mean, be healthy. Do the healthy thing. Treat your body in a healthy way. I'm not saying never wear makeup. I am saying that, if you're going to try to be minimalistic with it, try to fucking understand that, like it's not like my wife still doesn't wear makeup. Like, she wears it on camera fairly often. And I'm not upset with her about it because the societal standard for a woman on camera is to have makeup on. Imagine, like, you women out there, and I want to see in the comments, you women out there, would you ever think of going to a job interview without makeup on? It's the job interview of your life. Would you not wear makeup? Ever. Ever. No matter who is interviewing you, male or female, would you ever go without makeup? Why do we make it so much more inherently expensive for women to fucking be than men too? Like, I mean, this is a real fucking thing. Like, I mean, people can say what they want, like hundreds of dollars a month spent on care for nails, hair, makeup, other shit, yet alone it's more expensive because of women's menstrual cycle for them. Like, I mean, we inherently make it way more expensive in society for women to take care of themselves and to present themselves normally in society. I literally fucking threw water on my face and stepped on camera in what could be in front of thousands of fucking people by the end of the day. I mean, and job interview, yes, makeup. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, exactly. No makeup on job interview, not really, but still rather discreet. I get you, but you're going to wear foundation. You're going to wear stuff like that. Would you not? Would you think of like I didn't shave. I threw makeup. I didn't throw makeup on. I threw water on my face, and I fucking came in, sat down, and fucking threw a shirt on, and fucking I'm talking to you motherfuckers. Like, and this is no shit. I thought nothing of it. I can almost guarantee you that doesn't happen for women. I mean, if you, I want to know, like women, and this is not to knock on any of you. This is, I want you to start thinking about this. How much money do you spend in a 3-month period of time on your hair, your nails, and your makeup? And then I want you to think about if that money is spent in a healthy way. Like, think about it. Like, I want people to start thinking about this shit. We are at a stage in society where health needs to really be a fucking factor. Let me see. Nope, I'd wear a little bit to enhance my features. Use every tool in your toolbox to gain an edge. That's exactly. And if that's a cartoon of you, I would suggest maybe a, good shave too. I'm just joking. You can fucking have the beard. I don't give a fuck. I wear makeup to work because I'm a qualified makeup artist, and that's awesome. Like, I mean, here's the thing. Like, if people want to, because I'm big on this. If you want to do it to your body, fucking do it to your body. Again, tattoos, like I'm totally fucking down for that. What I'm saying is the standard being set for women is more expensive and unhealthy in many fucking ways. We talk about unhealthy body standards. What the fuck? No, actually, most of the standards body-wise that there used to be was health. It was like we wanted women to be at a healthy weight. There was a reason for that. The human species, animal species, find healthy males, healthy females. They like to propagate together because it is nature. We are biologically hardwired to look for healthy members of the species. At least we used to be, So I don't knock anybody for that. What I do think is that when somebody says F your beauty standards and then keeps every classic beauty standard except for the healthy one, it's pretty fucked up. And I'm not saying that the fashion industry before didn't have a problem with being with underweight models, but again, I will say this: I don't know men that found that attractive. Men find, I think that men find the average healthy woman attractive. I mean, for the vast majority, like somebody that's not too crazy, like not too crazy skinny, not too big, like that's the average, like the average. I think that that's what men like physically, because there's a lot of things too, like, because most men are not fucking big time. Like most men from what I know, from what I know, in reality, if they want somebody, they want the best they can do, but what they find attractive is not, what they want in a mate is not somebody that's going to be high maintenance either. Let's see. I've actually been considering cutting the makeup. Dr. Natasha Campbell McBride says, don't put any on your skin that you can't ingest because it's one big sponge. That's a great fucking stance. No shit. Should I have been wearing makeup to a job interview? I mean, personally, that wouldn't matter to me. I mean, to me, job interviews are performance based. I've interviewed thousands of people, and it's never been about their looks ever, because frankly, you hire them for skill and their repertoire and everything like that, so that's never been a thing for me. And again, I think I view stuff a little like that differently because I just do. But my makeup, hair, and nails would be done. Hire and stylists are expected to show up every day like this. I gotcha. I work for tips, and I tested it out, and you do get more tips all done up with makeup. Absolutely, and I think that's I think that's kind of a fucked up thing for society. I really, really do. And don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking on people that do that. Like, attraction's a real fucking thing, and people have what they're attracted to. What I'm saying is the societal standard that we put on women especially is definitely not only just more expensive, but unhealthy. We literally, young girls start putting toxic chemicals on their face at how old? Like 13, 12, younger? I mean, like, what the fuck? I couldn't imagine going to a job interview without makeup. I'd be perceived as unprofessional, I'm sure. And to me, that's something that we should change. It really is. I've always had skin issues with makeup, so it made the choice to not use it easier. I have never worn makeup in a job interview. It goes even beyond makeup. Like, think about the Botox, the lip fillers that people go through now. I mean, there's tattooing on of eyebrows. Like, we have women pluck their eyebrows, which I got nothing against, to the point that their eyebrows don't grow back sometimes, and then they get them tattooed on. I mean, I don't know. It's just crazy. I want to look my best. You're right. We are expected to wear makeup. I personally don't, but I'm wanting to launch a YouTube channel. I've been given tips from a friend. No foundation, but always mascara. The closest thing I wear to makeup is the lip moisturizer, which also gives my lips a bit of gloss. So other than that, no, that's good for you. I mean, and again, I want everybody to understand, not knocking anybody or any of you that wear it. I'm just wondering why I think it's a conversation we should have. If we are literally going through this whole body positivity, beauty standard thing, I challenge like the body positivity community. If it should be just totally body positive and you love your body for how it is, don't wear makeup. Stop. If that's going to be the flag you fly, if the flag you fly is going to be, you're going to love me for me and I'm sexy no matter what and blah, 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 and my size has nothing to do with it, and this has nothing to do with it, and that has nothing to do with it, don't wear makeup. Don't dye your hair. I mean, what the fuck? Like, it's to me that makes more sense. If looks is your thing for you, like again, like tattoos, like, and I plan on getting more tattoos because I like how they look personally. Is it the healthiest thing to do? No, it is not. And I've said that openly many times. I just love them. I like my tattoos. I plan on getting more. It is what I do. So if you wear makeup, rock on. You do you. I do think that everybody should be do the research on this shit. Like, do the research on the chemicals you put on your body. That's one thing I can say that my wife does to a great degree. My wife has sensitive skin and oftentimes has an allergic reaction to certain medications, especially with certain chemicals. So she does do as natural as possible, shit like that. Like, I do believe that all of her makeup could, if accidentally be ingested, be okay. Like, stuff like that. Like, that I want. And this is no shit. And dudes out there, And I really mean this, man. I grab a seat and sit down. If you love your wife, if you love your girlfriend, if you love your boyfriend, I mean, because I don't judge on who wears makeup, who doesn't wear makeup. I don't give a fuck. I don't. This channel is all about like my content. I'm telling you, this is not. I mean, it's been a crazy couple years, and politics is mixed into health. It just is. Like anybody that tries to deny it is lying, right? But I can tell you, I don't care what side of the aisle you sit on. I don't care what color you are. I don't care who you want to fuck. I don't care who you find attractive. I don't care about any of that. I don't. I don't care about any of that. I want you to try to be as healthy as you fucking can for yourself, for your family, and for society, because we are obviously, and I mean very clearly, sharing societal health responsibility as a population. So, not to mention that, but I have fucking empathy. Like, I mean, I keep pointing that out. Like, what business is it of yours if a person is fat or does this or does that? Because I have empathy and I don't want to see people sick, die, hurt themselves, shit like that, Like, that shit's fucking crazy to me. I personally don't like makeup and feel like I look like a clown when I have it on. I can understand that. If you watch anything on TV, all women are shown with full makeup and enhancements, then we're expected to look like that, even by their husbands. That's the fucking truth. That's a fucking crazy statement. And then if social media is hilarious because most of these influencers use filters, like they have makeup on all the time, and then they put a filter on top of the makeup. Like, it is fucking crazy. That is fucking crazy. So much money on makeup, especially quality makeup. I spend about $100 New Zealand money a month. I don't know exactly how much money that is American. I may or may not wear makeup for an interview, but it would be a major consideration and depends on the job. That's why the only makeup I give money to is brands that are clean and healthy. That's fucking awesome. I got a job without makeup. I wanted honesty and bluntness, so people were there to stand for me. That's fucking great. I've started more of a skincare routine. I spend more money doing that. No makeup. Haven't dyed my hair in a long time. One of the things you can do for skincare, by the way, Mark did a very interesting video on this. Really good skincare that helps. I find it amazing that we talk about the different makeups. We talk about all sorts of other shit, but we don't talk about proper hydration. If you hydrate yourself, your skin stays younger. I mean, if you take what's called contrast showers, and this may sound a little crazy, but contrast showers are not only good. Contrast showers are also good for you. They are like good for you metabolically, good for your skin, so many things. But it's where you use hot water for like a minute or two, and then for 2 minutes, and then 90 seconds you use cold water, and you go back and forth a couple times. And what it does is it forces the blood in and out of your skin. It's good for your circulation. It's good for your skin. And it's good for collagen production, that sort of thing. We talk about foundations, and like we see all these people with, look at the fucking Kardashians. The Kardashians being seen as like beauty standards is fucking crazy to me, like absolutely insane to me. No makeup to work because I work in skincare, but doing your makeup, hairs, etc. Exactly. Because men with beards in a society standard we like, it used to be way more expensive for men to. We keep it up. I got to be real. Men like the beard thing. Men can either wear a beard or not wear a beard. That is something that is like is very niche and not going to last long. No makeup to work. Oh, I already put that. But then beards. Talk about creating an immobile population, right? A 3-month time. Barely more than $10, if that. On makeup, hair, and nails, you spend less than $10. Haven't worn makeup in months. Good for you. I agree with you. I bet if you ask the average guy, they don't care about makeup. I agree with you. I like, to me, that shit, like, I don't get it. Like I tell you, the several things I don't get. The fake eyelashes, my God. Like, talk about like asking a person to be uncomfortable. Holy fuck. I may use some of these unhealthy practices, but I agree with you. And that's the thing. I think everybody does to a certain degree. I'm just wondering why we as a society, this is like the conversation I wanted to have today. Because I mean, that's what I think these long chats are for. Either, starting up or changing conversation based on the health of the population. And one of the things that is a very serious impact is the societal standard for women to wear makeup on a constant basis and then use filters. Like, I mean, shit. I mean, on my TikTok it has a lighting filter on it. It was the first thing that popped up. I liked how it looked. I fucking kept it. I admit it. I don't fucking care. You know, like it's like I might have to take it off in the summer because it makes me look tanner. And during the summer, I get very fucking dark because we're outside a lot more often. But what the fuck, you know? That's another thing I've noticed. Women try so hard to look appealing for men, but honestly, it doesn't necessarily take all that much. Plus, that's ultimately a brief surface level appeal. That's the thing. Like, here's the thing. I also talk about this fairly often. You know, and don't get me wrong. Like Adam and Eve is an amazing company. They're actually a sponsor of ours occasionally. In fact, I think we're going to be doing something with them for Valentine's Day at some point in time coming up. Their products are amazing. However, the one thing I honestly can't fucking say is that, like, I personally like the most sexy outfit a woman can wear, or my wife can wear, is one of my fucking t-shirts. That's it. You know, like, especially if the sleeves are cut off of it. Fucking, I love that shit. So fucking amazing. You know, like. And that, to me, I mean, I think that's what we need to get to. I actually think that women set standards for women's appearances that men don't necessarily even like all that much, and we're just not talking as a fucking species because I think that's how shit has gotten set up. Let's see. At my workplace, it's expected for women to be presentable, but not caked in makeup. Like, but what is that's the thing. Like, even like presentable. Like, presentable should be you present yourself. Like, I mean, that's the fucking thing. Like, a societal standard for me, I'm presentable right now. Like, and I just woke up, fucking washed my face. Like, and I washed my face to fucking wake myself up. I threw water on my face and I fucking sat down. That's presentable. You know, what I've done to my face, I'm probably going to put some lotion on after I fucking take a shower. I'm fucking presentable. And the lotions we use, I mean, we've gotten to the point where we fucking make sure they're all natural lotions and shit like that. The lotions or oils, just because it's a fucking thing. And we do live in fucking Florida, and we watch the fucking amount. Like, I still spend some time out in the sun without sunscreen because you're supposed to. You know. Let's see. I had to take my baby to a job interview a while back when my sitter fell ill. I definitely didn't have to. Side note: if I find that people don't actually take care of their skin inside and out, then they slather on makeup. Exactly. I have a solid point. Thank you very much. Hey, Alan, how's it been, bro? Just a quick question. How much cardio do you do? Do you run? And if so, how often? And we can open up the questions about everything now, guys. I just wanted to go over that topic, and we can talk about anything we want to talk about now. And by the way, for those of you that are wondering, again, here is the coaching special for the live. Please do take us up on it. We do one a day. So, this is the month-to-month deal. It's very fucking low. And it's just for the live participants. Or you can get a 30-minute consultation. A 30-minute consultation would be, you get used to the app for a month, and you get to have a 30-minute consultation based off anything you want to talk about. So that is the links for both of those things. We hope to fucking talk to you soon. The coaching is daily communication on our app, weekly video conference calls with me. We help people adjust their lifestyle, like bit by bit. We take your particular lifestyle, see where you're at right when you come to us. And then after the evaluation, we help you change that to the healthier one bit by bit. And then once we've reached the point where progress slows down, we adjust it again to an even healthier one. Then we adjust it again to an even healthier one. And the entire time we do this, we teach the person how to make these assessments and everything like that themselves. So when they're done with the coaching, they can be done and they can make their own assessments and they can be their own coach. And that's the fucking goal of our coaching. The goal of our coaching is to make you your own coach. You also get live and pre-recorded yoga, HIIT style training. You can sign up to do daily walks with my wife, that sort of thing, and by the way, the yoga and stuff like that, my wife teaches all that. She's the actual trainer genius. I just rant. But hey, Alan, how long you been? I've been fucking phenomenal. Just a quick question. How much cardio do you do? I do not really do what would be considered classic cardio. I do Basically, I lift weights faster with less rest time. I keep my heart rate up via that. Or one of the things I've been doing that I absolutely love doing is my wife's suspension system training, TRX training, program that she wrote for me. Because she is my actual coach. And it keeps my heart rate very pumping. So I don't do classic cardio. I don't run because I don't like how it makes my knees feel, my lower back feel. And I definitely don't do distance. We'll go for a daily walk, around the block and stuff like that, her and I, but I don't run ever. I mean, if chased, I would. Eating healthy is a great way to take care of your skin. It absolutely is. Back in the day, we used arsenic to look pale. That's fucking crazy, but it's so fucking true. Let's see. I love the 7 a.m. lives. Thank you. We'll probably be doing every Thursday and Friday. This is the 7 a.m. lives. Clean up my diet and getting enough hydration has definitely helped your skin. Absolutely will. Get good sleep too. That'll help your skin a lot. So someone with tattoos, and I'll show you a narcissist. Okay. I love it. The whole mind your own business stance went out the window when people started telling everyone to inject themselves and muzzle their faces. I completely agree. Hey girl, love your videos. Please do go check out her channel, Star Saints channel. Please subscribe to that. Outstanding work. All I can do is be part of the health brother, and people have excuses for everything. Exactly. On TV, women wake up fully made up. No shit. That's no shit. As Alan said around 2 years ago, if you can tell me what goes over my mouth, I get to tell you what to put into your mouth. I did say that 2 years ago. I forgot. And let's see here. We're going to skip down a little bit. Hey, Alan. So my father always gave me a hard time about watching my diet and said that he'd rather not torture himself and enjoy his life. He was 300 pounds at the time. That's not. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that he's enjoying his life. I don't think he is. If he's gained more weight, I don't think he would. Oh wait. Fast forward 20 years, he's diabetic, can't even tie his own shoes. Needed to build a larger shower to accommodate his size, and needs a wheelchair to get around. He's only in his 60s. I'm very sorry about that, Meta. I really am. That's the problem. Like people think there's all of the time in the world. Like how you treat your body now, it hasn't been a joyful life. I'm very sorry. I'm very, 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 very sorry to hear that. I really am. I really, really am. Anyway, I wear makeup a couple times a week. The rest of the time I use healthy oils, lotions. I'm upping my water. Good job. Isn't there a Ricky Gervais joke about fat women with lovely makeup and nails? I believe there is. Do you have any dietary supplementations for healthy, attractive skin? Again, I do suggest contrast showers, getting good hydration. If you're not going to do the basics, the rest is off. I do use a thing called skin food for my face and my arms and stuff like that. And just a good, safe, all natural or as natural as possible body lotion. But hydration, sleep, stress relief are the key, I always get compliments from my husband when I'm relaxing in leggings and one of his t-shirts. Absolutely. But most men. You have all these magazines and talk shows with other women telling women that what it is fellas like, and they don't know what they're talking about. I completely fucking agree. Makeup for church, the only place I ever go besides the gym. What determines what is physically attractive is usually related to what body shape and size is hardest to achieve in that society, largely for economic reasons. That's not true at all. That is not true, though. What determines physical attractiveness is biologically hardwired towards health. It absolutely is. And economic reasons, I'm sorry. Rice and beans is cheap as fuck. If you ate nothing but rice and beans and moved your body, you could be very fucking healthy. And again, if you're morbidly obese from eating fast food, you could just eat less fast food and you would still lose weight. You wouldn't be healthy necessarily, but you would still lose weight. Okay. I work as a nurse and it's mostly women wearing makeup and form-fitting scrubs to impress other women even under N95 and face shields. It's very catty. It really is. I feel that my skin is healthy due to diet, exercise, cardio, and eating real food. I would fucking agree. I would fucking agree. I wear makeup daily, but it's very light. I don't mess with foundation. I think it's a more polished look, and I'd look funny in what I wear to work if I had totally bare face. But that's the thing is. The thing is, society does that to women, and I thought we should have a conversation today about it. Now, next week on Monday we are going to be doing we'll be doing another hashtag. We might go not just TikTok. We might do all social media hashtag and we might just do straight up fucking fat acceptance just to fucking see. Amelia, how you doing? Star saying you're getting ready to get on a plane. Fly safe. Love these lives, but I'm so behind watching them. Sorry, man. And let's see. 2 years ago, I was 130 kilogram, and now get reached 70 kilograms and keep it off with walking. Thank you for your hard work. That's fucking amazing. That's a fucking hero. Post your W's always, 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 always. Post your fucking W's. Post your W's in here, please do. Obese people, I'm going to eat a salad, drenches it in ranch. That's fucking true. That's very fucking true. People don't understand that shit has fucking calories in it. It's a lot of fucking calories in it. It's very fucking bad. Very, very bad. Anyway, what's up, Nerdler? I can't pronounce that name. What's up, Nerdler? And I'm going to go back. And all right, ask questions, do what you need to do. Post your W's. Definitely post your W's. Nerdler, I can't even pronounce that. Advice on drinking more water. Get into the habit of putting a 10 to 30 ounce water bottle in your refrigerator every single night. And then when you wake up, have that be the first thing you drink. I did drink mine this morning. I drank about 20 ounces of water before I even sat down here. Then, so you're already 10 to 20 ounces in, and then set a reminder on your phone to drink water as much as possible. Boom. There we go. Then set a reminder on your phone to drink water as much as possible. I would say every hour. If you drink 10 ounces every hour, you ought to be pretty good. While small differences change through time culture, the overall desire appearance is generally the same. Easiest examples are depictions of men, all cultures like the warrior physique. That's it exactly, except for modern American culture. Also, how much water should we drink? One of our things is that one of the things that Crystal and I suggest is that you take your body weight in pounds, divide it in two, and that's your minimum number of ounces that you should drink to start the day. Now, if you get any type of physical activity, you should get another 20 to 30 ounces for every half an hour you do so. If you live in a warmer climate, another 20, 30 ounces. But say you weigh 200 pounds, having 100 ounces of water in a day is a good start. And people are like, well, if I weigh 400 pounds, that's 200 ounces of water. Are you worried it's going to ruin your appetite? Good. Very good. Very, very good. Unpopular opinion, ranch dressing is gross. I think it's gross too. I fucking think it's disgusting. Was finally able to get my dad to take his health seriously. He said I inspired him. That's fucking awesome. That's a fucking W right there. That's inspiring other people. You know why? Because we influence the people that are around us. We influence people by our words, by our actions. We only wanted 5 minutes of your time, but we got 3 months. As a 51-year-old, but we got 3 months. Good. That's outstanding. As a 51-year-old woman, healthy living has stalled my aging. Absolutely. Can you help us fix that? We only wanted 5 minutes of your time, but we got 3 months. I don't know what you're talking about, Leo. Oh, did you sign up for the wrong one? Well, you got a month technically, Leo. And I can try to help you fix that. We'll talk in a little bit. Okay. I'll send you an email. But I see what you're doing. Casey, how's it going? How much ounces is a liter? I'm not going to do the conversion for you. You can absolutely you can put in the minimal effort to fucking to do that. I don't have that off the top of my head. So I gained 80 pounds, and I should, but for some reason my ADHD is not allowing me to access it. But you can put the minimal effort into do that. I gained 80 pounds during my last pregnancy. I'm down 60 pounds, but struggling with the last 20. Any tips for words of encouragement? I don't know how long it's been. I can say that one of the key things you can do if you are done breastfeeding, because breastfeeding your body might be holding on to that weight. But if you are cleared, if everything like that, one of the biggest things you can do is you might have skewed your portion sizes while you were pregnant. So sit down at your largest meal, eat 75% of it, stop, drink 10 to 20 ounces of water, wait 20 minutes, see if you are satiated. If you're satiated, put that other 25% of the food up, and then remember what the portion size was of that particular meal. That's your new portion size, because what happens is your appetite was larger because you're eating for another person. So you needed extra calories, but in your mind, you might have skewed what your portion sizes are. So you should check that out. That would be a good place to start. We also can help people with that. We help plenty of people that have just had babies who are trying to lose the rest of the weight on our coaching. So if you want help, the coaching link is, again, right here. And hi, chatters. Hi, Alan. Hi, chatters. What's up, fans? What's going on? I find that if you have one of those tumblers with a straw, it makes it easier to sip on. Some people are like that. I don't like sipping through straws. I like just guzzling, Anyway, I can agree on I don't like ranch. Balsamic vinegar, I like that too. I like it too. Hi, Alan. I'm currently skinny fat after not training for 4 years. I have a lot of muscle memory. Used to be in shape, powerlifter for 5 years, 315 bench. Should I cut or bulk now? I would just try to fucking work out, get consistently. I don't believe in the cutting or the bulking thing. I really, really, really don't. Like, increase your activity, increase your water, see where you're at. Like, if you purposely try to manipulate your calories, especially if you try to bulk, I don't understand why you'd be trying. If you are 315 and at the same weight, like that you were when you were bigger, why would you not want to just stay the same size and try to build back strength and health? That's what I would do. So anyway, and 35 liter. So 33 ounces in a liter. Yes. So thank you. 35 ounces to a liter. I thank you. I didn't have it. So Shrinky Violet. Started at 235, down 85 pounds with 15 to go. Great fucking job. Thanks for the encouragement, Alan. Now to deal with beauty standards around loose skin. This is fucking amazing. Absolutely. And I completely fucking agree. The ridiculous bullshit around loose skin is amazing. I personally think that's what society, that's part of what F your beauty standard should be about. Because if you have loose skin, that's just a part of it. Like, what the fuck? Women have babies, for fuck's sake. I mean, their stomachs get big from babies. What if somebody has triplets or something like that? What the fuck? People. I mean, this is about health. I mean, F your beauty standards should be fuck beauty standards. And if a beauty standard is, women are just fucking, well, not only women, but everybody, but mostly women, are tortured about loose skin and stretch marks and shit like that. That shit's fucking nature. That shit is how fucking shit happens. What the fuck? I mean, that is not, in any fucking way, something that should be fucking deemed poorly, but it is by society. So I like to start the day with a pint of water. Good for you. So I just moved to PR, and since everything is imported, fresh produce and organic protein is very hard to come by. The supermarkets are very subpar. How do I go about putting together a healthy diet? I would start, if you can't get fresh vegetables, I would go with frozen. Frozen seem to be, especially quick frozen, like individually quick frozen, IQF. Vegetables, very much so, are a little better. I would have a good staple of rice, beans, that sort of thing. And then for meat, do the best you can. 80-20 cuts seem to be pretty good. I do, if you could get grass-fed, great. But I don't, besides getting the frozen vegetables, and I would need to see, that is something we could do with a consultation. I could actually take a look at what you're doing, look at where you're at, and look at the possible stores around and help you with that stuff. But I do suggest you go to individually quick frozen vegetables and stuff like that. Rice and beans is always a fucking go-to. We have rice and beans for fucking a long time in our fucking house because of the world's crazy. But I do think that you should focus on producing as much of your food in-house as humanly possible. So if you have loose skin, rock that shit. It's a badge of achievement. I agree. As long as I'm healthy and alive, don't care about loose skin. Exactly. I'm in the early stages, perimenopause, but it's still really messing with me. Talk to your doctor, get your levels checked, see if you're a candidate for HRT. But also try to do your very best to eat as healthily as possible, get plenty of hydration and as much sleep as you possibly can. Very fucking honestly. And there are certain things that help that help out with that. So I went from about 120 kilograms now to 85 kilograms. That's fucking big. Very fucking good. That's 35 kilograms. That's 77 pounds. In the last 3.5 years after realizing I was just simply eating way too freaking much daily, day in, day out. Also changed what I ate, more whole foods. Great fucking job. Great fucking job. That's a fucking hero. Right there. Hero. Hell yeah. All right, guys. So last minute questions. Anybody fucking can ask real quick. Again, we have the live special going on for another little bit here. And to the person that got a coaching thing, I will email you and we can go from there. I might have been a slightly abrasive or low grit paper seems to cause skin to tighten. A low grit sandpaper? I don't think I don't know about that. I'm not going to suggest anybody put sandpaper on I'm not going to. And do I believe these fat movement commenters and protesters should get banned off of social media? I really don't. We are fixing to up your push-up game. Anyway. Do you believe these fat movement contributors and promoters should get banned off of social media? I don't. I don't think anybody should be banned off social media. I believe social media should be viewed as town hall, as a public forum. I really do. I think it's reached that stage where we as a society, as a species, we communicate so readily on social media that anything outside of direct threats should be allowed on here. You know, like the reality of it is people like I was talking about this earlier, and I put this on Twitter, which is the MFing COO on Twitter. If you yourself can be swayed by information, like do better. Like there's like misinformation and disinformation. Who decides on what's misinformation and disinformation is? Like I think that before anything should be decided on what's misinformation or disinformation, we should have a public debate on the information. If you can say why the information is bad and your argument sways more people than the person who says the information is good or viewed in their way or viewed in your way, that is what we should do. I think we just need to be very realistic where people say that obesity is not contagious and that people say that they're just being them and they're not encouraging anybody to be obese. And I think that's just a very seriously dangerous societal lie. I think we should have truth around information, not necessarily banning people from speaking. I think that everybody should have a right to have a public voice, and as loud as they want to. I do believe that social media should not amplify some voices while dampening others. I don't think that it doesn't do anybody any good to push a narrative towards things, especially because it's obvious that they're pushing a narrative towards fat people. And if you say that obesity is bad for you, that gets stifled. And the fat person's voice gets amplified. I just don't think that is healthy, for society. Nor do I think that in any way that is freedom of speech. Freedom of speech would be allowing everybody to say whatever they wanted. I got to be real. Like I prefer when people are truthful about their fucking feelings with what they say. If you're a racist, use racist terminology around me so I know to avoid your ass. I mean, don't hide it. I mean, if you hate gay people, let me know so I can stay away from you because I don't understand why people have a problem with gay people. If you don't like a person because of their skin color, I think you're fucking stupid. I'd rather know you're fucking stupid right off the fucking bat. That's literally how fucking shit works. And I can't imagine. I mean, I literally can't imagine why anybody wouldn't want that. The fucking issue is that we are in the PC generation where we tell societal lies on a daily basis. You slay queen. You look great. Like the person can barely fucking breathe after standing up for 5 fucking minutes. Like, I mean, and this is not to knock this woman, but I like Glitter and Lasers, and I've spoken to her before, and I think she's a very nice lady. and if she watches this, I hope you do. I've seen videos of you jumping and shit like that. At your size, you're going to hurt yourself. I mean, but in the comment section, people are like, "You're awesome," and I love how you work out. And this, she's encouraging people her size to do so. That somebody's going to get fucking hurt. You know, that's the truth. Should she be able to do so? She absolutely should. She absolutely should. We should just be very realistic. And when somebody says, "Hey, that's dangerous for you," they shouldn't get barred off fucking social media because they're right. And even if they're not right, they can say it because, in their opinion, of course, which actually used to be a fucking brand of mine, it's not healthy. And I think that that's reality, that we should not be banning people, anybody off social media platforms, no matter what. They have a right to their opinion. If they want to believe that they can eat fucking, 5 McDoubles in a fucking day and 3 Big Macs and then wash it down with a slice of pizza and a 2 liter of fucking soda and call themselves healthy, they can say that. They can be completely devoid of reality and fact and data and, common sense all they fucking want. They can absolutely fucking do that. However, somebody should be able to say, no, it's not, and give the reasons why, and not have it be seen as bullying or shaming, or, public's like, oh, you're fat phobic. Like, what the fuck? Like, we use all these terms nowadays to fucking stop speech, to stop conversation. Instead of having the conversations, people try to use speech and language to stop conversation, and I just find that fucking crazy. I find that very fucking off-putting. Let's have these conversations. If you think that you can be 400 pounds and healthy, let's fucking talk about it. Let's talk about why I think you can't. If I can talk to you about why I think you can't, and you still just think you can be 400 pounds and healthy, great. But when you have an audience and I have an audience, we should be able to talk in front of that audience, our mutual audiences together, and state our cases why. My case is why you can't be morbidly obese and healthy are biological. It releases extra cytokines. It releases extra highly inflammatory markers that cause chronic illness and disease, including diabetes, cardiovascular disease, neuroinflammation. Chronic state of inflammation is not good. And I understand that BMI is a big topic for people that they think just be banned because it hurts their fifis. But in reality, while it was made for something else, on a population level, it is a very telling tool that people with high BMIs do have higher problems with cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, stroke. They're the higher prevalency of cancers, especially 13 different types of cancers, more than smoking. And I do really know, unless there can be an argument made beyond it, that gravity does fucking exist and is harder on people's joints, especially because being obese is factually harder on the bones and makes bones weaker. If somebody can argue back against me about that stuff and show me factually that it's not true, okay, I still have the information I've seen, and I'm going to try to fucking do more research to make sure that my words are correct. But just saying you're fat phobic and trying to shut me up and having channels mass reported does not stop the conversation. It just ignores it. The conversation is still being had in my head and in the heads of the people that I've spoken to. Ignoring it, putting it in the back of your fucking mind, throwing it way the fuck away, that's not actually helpful to you or your audience or anybody else. So that's just how it is. Well, most of the platforms prohibit self-harm content, and I agree with that too. Self-harm should be prohibited. We should not show people hurting themselves. We should definitely define what that is, but I don't understand why these things aren't. And I have said before, if your terms of service agreement is going to show it, as YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and Twitter and Facebook all have these in their terms of service agreement, I think that I think that they should hold to their policy instead of the absolute opposite. When people say it's dangerous, they actually get rid of that person. So it's just what it is. Thank you so much, Alan. Love your content. Love your channel and content. A great way to start the day with the right mindset. Thank you, Meta. I really, really, really appreciate it. And everybody, thank you very much. I will be posting up Monday's topics probably within the next couple of days, or probably by tomorrow. And not topic, but I'll be posting up the video. So please do see you there. And by the way, please do share these videos. Share these videos on your social media platforms. YouTube is not going to suggest these. So I would appreciate that everybody that's watching right now, if you could, whether you can even say whether you like it or don't like it, please listen, because I really want to just have the conversation. I want these conversations to be able to be had and start having. So please do share these videos, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to my other social media. And if you are in need of getting healthier habits in your life, our coaching, again, I'm going to leave everybody with that. Our coaching for you guys on here, is at a radically discounted price. And we hope to see you soon. You can get a one-time consultation. It has access to our app, live yoga classes, HIIT style training, and everything like that for the entirety of the month. And you can then use our app. And if you decide to get coaching from the consultation, we will take that price off of the coaching. And the coaching is daily communication, weekly video conference calls, access to all the lives and pre-recorded yoga, HIIT style training, everything like that, walking sessions that my wife does. And daily communication based off of your personal individualized habits. We have everything that for people that just walk on a daily basis. We even have some people start with just standing up more often because they're in that sort of physical state, all the way to we have people that are training to get into the military and or for marathons and that sort of thing too. So we train everybody in between on food behaviors, habits, that sort of thing. So do check that out. I hope all of you, here's the links for that. I hope all of you have a great fucking day and a fabulous fucking weekend. Look for some content to be released later on today, if not tomorrow. God damn.